Everybody wave! Yay! Good morning! It's early for some of us. It's the right time of day for others. But it's day. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the season finale of Miami Bite, our World of Darkness Hunter the Visual game. And we're ready to get into this. So without further ado, let us go ahead and introduce ourselves and our characters. And we will start with our storyteller, Nick.
Oh, hello! Slippo here. I am the storyteller. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in to our whole season of Hunter Miami Vice. Thank you to all of our players for joining us. This is going to be the last wrap-up session here, so not much else to say except this is going to be interesting.
That means we're all going to die.
Cool. Thank you for volunteering, Jim. Go next.
Hi, I'm Jim Pyre. I play Eric Sanchez. He is a detective with fluid morals. How's that? There you go.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Theater nerd.
Hi, I'm Theater Nerd. Today I'm going to be playing JD, who has these fun claws and teeth, but they're totally not useful for this ghost whatsoever. But I'm excited to be here. Kind of sad it's the end for now. Hopefully JD makes it. Hopefully we all make it.
Hopefully. All right then. And of course, Jamie.
I'm Jamie, and I'm playing Sam Walters, and he's a bit of a religious type. He's ex-baseball player, so he's like the dad of the group.
Awesome. Thank you. And my name is Val. Hi, this is my channel. And I'm going to be playing Ben Anders. He is an ex-seminarian who never quite made it to priesthood, who's got a little bit of magey signalings going on with him. Starts seeing it. You know, he is fully committed now to being a hunter, oddly enough. He was really not into it, but he has found his calling with the Vigil, I think. So, as a reminder, everyone, this is a viewer effective game, and since it's the finale, we are probably going to need them. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Nightbot will, of course, tell you exactly what they are, but for every 100 bits, or $1, you can re-roll a dice. Give us a re-roll. Any of us, re-roll. Very handy. For a subscription, you can give a minor complication or compassion. For a $3 donation, you can, or 300 bits, you can give a major complication or compassion. And for a $5 donation, you can give a minor plot hook. And for a $10 donation, you can give a vice or virtue to the character, which is super powerful. So if you love me, that's great. Also, as a reminder, we're still raising money for Extra Life. And Extra Life donations also count towards these rewards. So, without further ado, Nick, please take us away.
All right, so where we left off last time after investigating, there's a lot of investigation that happened last time. You guys went to the apartment, which led you to a trailer park where you met some interesting Scandinavians who you thought were like, oh yeah, these guys are definitely werewolves, and then they weren't. They're just tourists. Which actually led you to the real werewolf. So you were aware of that werewolf, and then that led you to the hospital, which led you back to the apartment, where you came into contact with the essentially, you believe it's some kind of nature spirit that's causing havoc, which proceeded to, I believe, throw Sam Walters across the room.
I believe I was.
That's right.
Prone.
Thus
Yeah.
flung.
Thus flung. And that's where we left off last time. So we are going to start this time with a roll of initiative.
Oh.
Because there is
So
a
it's-
very hostile spirit in the room.
Oh, hey, I'll take that. course, it could have been a lot better,
Ooh.
but still.
I'm trying to remember where initiative was on this page.
It's at the very, very bottom.
Yeah. Stamina, items, knockdown, perception.
Oh no, it's in traits.
It's in traits? Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
There.
I'm
we
also
go.
looking for it. Yeah, there it is. So it's just 1d10 plus your initiative.
Okay. Ooh. 9, 10, 12, 13 for me, Nick.
I got an 8.
Oof. Big oof.
Okay, so so Val, you and Theater Nerd just need to roll a d10. Whoever gets higher goes first.
4.
Okay, so Val goes.
I mean, probably best that the person who can actually do something about the, ghost goes before.
Are you being like grappled or attacked or anything, Ben?
No, I don't think so.
Are you okay?
I
I'm pretty
think
sure
you
you
got
were.
flung across.
Didn't
I
we
did
throw
have
the
like
ghost out the window at one point.
yeah, I have 1 bashing damage from something. I'm just not sure where.
I think it hit you before it threw damage.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Anyway,
believe so.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh man. Every encounter in Hunter is a deadly encounter.
All right, so
Because Jammy's involved.
uh,
We're gonna die.
There might not be season 2. I sure hope.
Season 2 with all new characters because everyone else is dead.
cool. I got dibs on Jolene.
The son of Sam Walters.
I will avenge my father's death. My name is Nico Montagna. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Anyway.
My name is Inigo Walters. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Anyways, I was gonna ask, what's your defense?
My defense?
What's your defense?
It's only a. Oh, my defense is a 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just been a while since I've
Mhm.
gotten into some proper combat here, especially melee combat.
There were a lot of guns and spells.
Mhm.
Strength cross brawl.
Is he going first?
Probably.
Yeah, I think with the rolling of the dice. that
Yeah.
means yes.
Sound cue.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Mhm.
All right. So Ben,
Mhm.
you kind of get yourself collected as Sam goes flying out of the room,
Mhm.
and just as you're about to ready yourself up, you feel essentially like you just got smashed in the gut with like a baseball bat,
Ow.
and it sends you stumbling back a few steps. It doesn't quite knock the wind out of you,
Mhm.
and
Because I'm a tubby boy.
because you're a tubby boy, and you basically just like suck it up and kind of shrug it off. You're not too hurt with that one.
Okay.
Now
I don't take
And-
any damage.
you do not take any damage, and you feel like the room just got like ice cold, like freezer cold, and
Okay.
you almost shiver as you feel like
Mhm.
you feel sickly almost,
Okay.
as if something just like walked over your grave.
Okay, but I see this guy, right?
Do you have your did you activate your
Yeah, I did. Remember?
Yeah,
that's like I saw him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you see this like it almost looks like a statue of a man
Mhm.
that had been like left in the swamp, so it's like overgrown and covered with like
Mhm.
vines and moss, and its arms are like too long, and its face is like drooping, like long and off to one side. Its face is kind of stuck in a permanent scream, and you can't tell if it's like one of pain or anger because its face is so contorted.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it like walk towards you and just pass right through you.
Okay.
So now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn, and it did physically touch me, and then chose to not touch me.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make some kind of check to guess if I can touch it with something or not? Or hit it with something?
That would absolutely be an occult check.
Okay.
So,
Wits or intelligence?
I'm going to say this is probably a wits roll right now.
Okay.
You're thinking on the fly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I would like to use a willpower, please.
All right, so you get a +3 to that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, let's duck the camera down so we can see all my rolls.
Yay!
Okay, 8. There's a 0, so that's a reroll on that one. That's a 2, so 3 successes.
3 successes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you believe that you know that the werewolves have some way of fighting these spirits itself.
Mm-hmm.
You remember something about like the myth that werewolves are vulnerable to silver is somewhat true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a strong allergen to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the Catholics have some stuff about spirits, you know, purifying them and all that sort of stuff. You think salt might work.
Okay.
There's also been cold iron.
Mm-hmm.
Has also been known to drive away spirits.
Okay. Well, guess who has a fucking iron crowbar?
I'm like, too bad we don't have those railroad spikes on us anymore.
As I wish back with my crowbar, I'm gonna scream, "Find some fucking salt!" And I'm gonna swing my crowbar at this guy.
All right, make me a roll.
All right, so it is. It's been a couple since we've all rolled this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So crowbar is a +3. Is it strength plus what?
Strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's 4 for me. One success.
One success.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Right.
Can I do a reroll? I have a reroll on me.
Are you sure?
No.
I don't feel like this is our.
Trust me.
Okay.
All right. So you wind back. You you spin around. Just take your crowbar and just swing.
Mm-hmm.
And as you contact where you see this spirit, it kind of like you feel like you're hitting something.
Mm-hmm.
For like a moment, it feels like you hit like water.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of passes through, and you hear like a ghost, essentially a ghostly wail.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing really seemed to happen. And you take a quick look at the crowbar and see on it, stainless steel, made in China.
God damn it! Who makes steel crowbars? They're made of iron.
Everybody makes steel crowbars. They haven't made iron crowbars in 60 years.
Yeah.
I've never in my life had a steel crowbar. It's always been iron.
They've always been steel.
Steel is a much stronger metal.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't rust as much as iron.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known that like prior to this, because that was just like my out of character knowledge of all crowbars being made of iron. So I'm a little out of characterly kind of mad about that.
So,
Okay. That's my turn.
all right.
Can I? Is it my turn? Sorry.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run to the kitchen because Ben
Okay.
said find salt.
Okay.
So my idea, my plan, if
Mhm.
there's a salt shaker or the Morton's containers of salts,
Yeah.
I want to take it. I want to pour a bunch in my hand and I want to throw it in the direction of Ben, but I'm going to tell him to close his eyes first.
Okay, so first of all, please make me a. So I just want to see your sheet real quick here. JD. Make me a dexterity plus.
Athletics?
I'm actually going to use your larceny. Actually, no, not larceny. That makes sense. I'm just going to say athletics.
I mean, I'll take the 7 dice instead of.
Yeah, dexterity
5.
plus athletics to just to rifle through the kitchen really fast. Find the salt.
Boom! 3 successes.
Nice. So you basically like run over and you're just like, salt's probably next to the stove. You, like whip open a cabinet and you see a big old box of Morton. And you kind of just like run back towards Ben, ripping it off, and you're like, close your eyes, and just whip a big handful of salt there. All right. And you see for the first time as the salt, as you throw the salt essentially directly at Ben, it stops like right in front of him, and this disgusting, ghostly figure kind of essentially materializes in front of you.
Okay.
Like, it's translucent, but very much physically there.
Is that what you've been seeing all along?
And you're just like, oh, fuck, it's real. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there is anything else I can do right now.
All right. Not without a significant penalty, but... All right, Mr. Sanchez. Eric Sanchez.
I don't have salt. A gun certainly isn't going to do anything. So I'm going to hold on to my beer and go outside and check on Sam. Like, oh, Sam, you all right? You all right, buddy?
So you want to go help him up to his feet?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not really a fighter, so yeah, I'm gonna go check to see if he's all right.
You don't know if you can shoot this, so you're like,
Yeah,
nah,
I'm gonna
not
offer
so
him some
much.
beer. I'm gonna give him some beer.
Okay.
Drink this.
All right, so you go over and help Sam up to his feet.
It's a Michelob Ultra. It'll be all right.
Oh.
Ugh.
At least it's not Miller Lite. Might as well
Yeah,
drink
no.
water
Excuse me.
then.
This
I don't
stream
really-
is always sponsored by Miller Lite. Thank you. It's
Live
not
the high,
really.
live the high life with Miller Lite.
Okay.
Today's flagrant shilling is brought to you by. All right.
Chill away.
Is that everything?
That's it. That's all I got, man. I can't.
That's all you got
shoot
for now?
this thing.
All right. You're just like, it's a ghost. How am I supposed to
Yeah,
shoot a
what is
fucking
a
ghost?
ghost?
Do I go after?
Yes, it's now your turn, Sam.
All right. Assuming that I've brought my duffel bag or whatever I carry my crap in
Mm-hmm.
with me, I would hand off the saint candles to my detective friend here so that he can actually maybe do something and be
Dude,
like,
what do you want me to do with these? What do you
light
talking-
them. I don't know. Start praying. But yeah, they're just like I picked them up at a kind of like an occult Santeria kind of store. So
Mhm.
maybe they have some blessings or something. And then I'm going to run back into this room.
Sorry, what are they?
So I went to last
Yeah, I
session. I went
remember that.
to a store in my downtime and got an
Mhm.
amulet of protection, candles of the saints, and spells of protections. I don't know if any of them are legit, but
It just makes you feel better to attempt
grasping
to
for
use them.
straws.
you just gave him a candle.
Here.
What am I gonna do with this?
One of
Yeah,
those
basically, I'm
big-
handing all these.
those big
I'm
old
handing
candles.
the candles off to him, telling him to start lighting them,
All
and
right.
kind of running back into the room.
I like it. I like it. Okay.
I'm gonna be
I don't have any
muttering
matches.
these spells under my breath while I'm doing all of this.
Okay. 1 second here. I like it. I like it. It's great.
Keeping poor slow pool on his toes.
Yeah, bash yourself in the head with this. That way you don't feel the pain.
Just like throw it through. It's like I don't know. Just throw the candle at the ghost. Fuck you, ghost.
Yeah.
Fuck you, ghost. He's gone.
I was gonna make a smoke him if you got him joke. Light him if you got him. We got nothing to lose.
All right. So, Eric, as you're kind of like looking over this candle and like looking around for a lighter, you feel an icy breath on the back of your neck. And before you can even turn around, you feel hands just tightening around your neck.
Oh fuck. All right. That's the PG one and only fuck.
No, I already had one. We're up to we're
Oh,
on an R rating
damn.
now.
Oh, no. Not gonna
I-
test the sensors.
I'm pretty sure after the topless Jeep comment, we're like,
Anyway.
Okay, so Val.
Okay, so
No.
no. Something else is happening?
Yeah, the ghost in front of you turns around. The one that's like covered in salt.
There's 2 ghosts! I should have been able to see 2 ghosts!
I think we established that because one of them's hopelessness and one of them is
Oh, okay.
something
pain.
else.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get
Oh.
And
Oh. That makes too much sense.
so like it turns around to you and it's kind of like off kilter face, just like the jaw just like drops as it screams at you.
Mm-hmm.
That is I need you to please make me a where's your sheet at? So I'm just have these characters down. I haven't really I totally forgot to write down what they defend against.
Okay.
That will be a composure plus resolve roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Composure plus resolve. These are okay for me. I have
Yeah.
3 in composure and resolve is trying to find resolve on my
Resolve is another attribute.
Oh, okay. So it's
No, I'm not
doing
doing an attribute skill. I'm doing
an
attribute
attribute. Thank you, German.
because there's no skills that directly relate to this defense. So it's attribute.
Jamie, you get a major compassion.
Nice.
major. Thanks, Germo.
Okay, so that is 6 for me total.
Yep.
Ben, 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 Ben.
That does not count. It fell out my hand.
What's the one, guys?
Oh, excellente. That is 3 successes.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
8, 8, 9.
You take. So you do not take aggravated or lethal damage. You take 1 point of bashing damage.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you take.
It's that chunk that's keeping me here, guys.
No,
Chunk
it's,
is like
you're not sure what it is that prevents your brain from getting turned into scrambled eggs, but you're grateful for it.
Mm-hmm.
As the scream, you feel like this unearthly howl, like a railroad spike through your head, like
Mm-hmm.
you almost
We
feel
know
as if,
about that.
as if your soul's being like trying to be forcibly ripped from your body.
Oh God, that's not good.
And like the scream just goes on and on and on. When it finally stops, you almost fall down, like just gasping for breath.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to start praying. Very specifically, I'm going to start praying in Latin.
Old school.
And I'm gonna give this a try. Exercimantis te omnis immodas spiritus, which is we exercise you very impure spirit in English. Like
I like how
ergo Draco maledicte Eciliism tuam securi tibi. I'm sorry, everyone who actually can't speak Latin.
She's okay.
Tibi facetious liberate severe ti rogamus audinus, which is
So most people would have just said, my character is saying this in Latin and read the English. So I'm going to give you
know.
I'm
like,
French.
credit for that.
I'm French. I can kind of pronounce these things.
All right. So
I'm gonna try and like I have I studied exorcisms, so I'm gonna try and exercise this. Like just try to pray him away since my tire iron is not made of iron. As he's covered in salt. Yeah.
I need you to make me that would be a presence plus occult roll.
Presence
please.
plus calls 1, 2, 3, 4,
Come on,
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will add 2 because I will willpower this.
Right.
I'm gonna start fucking praying. Okay. A reroll on one of them. 3 successes.
Okay. So as you start praying, doing your exorcism for spirits, you see like the spirit kind of like make some herky jerky motions, and then like even though its mouth is just like permanently open, you hear it speak to you, and it hisses back, "Poste tatam non hebet hic nonis dos deos."
Ben understands
get a
Latin,
rough
but I
I'm
don't.
glad to get your accent.
Okay. That basically means no god has power here.
Ooh. Okay.
Do we all hear that, or is that just Ben? that
Oh,
hears
you
that?
all hear that.
Okay.
Oh man, some Latin shit going on here.
I
but
got some allergies. I gotta get eye drops.
Okay.
It sounds like a dozen people screaming it out in
Ooh, okay.
Keep going, Ben!
I don't. So does it? So it didn't look like it had an effect on him, or is he just saying that to like throw me off? Like, can I make some kind of?
Yeah, that would be a
Occult intelligence.
occult intelligence.
Occult intelligence, or okay,
Occult
One.
intelligence.
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 for me. 3, 5, 6, 7. Because that is probably one of my highest rolls. That is the highest roll that I can do is occult intelligence. So, okay. Nice. 2 successes. No, excuse me. 3 successes.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that while it's not essentially a Judeo-Christian spirit per se, this is a nature spirit. It still is a spirit,
Yeah.
and whatever you're doing is not very effective, but it definitely had some effect on
It had some effect on it. Okay, I'm gonna search the lore here and on my next turn and see if I can remember something proper.
Okay, theater nerd, no, still.
So you know how you salt a rim, the rim of a glass?
Yeah.
JD would like to run, get their claws wet under the sink, and pour salt on them and try to punch the thing.
Okay, I will let you.
If I can't do it all in one turn, that's fine. But that's what they're thinking. That's eventually the entire action I would like to
I
do.
will let you do the entire thing in one action for a small penalty.
Even though, okay, that's fine.
Because you basically have to that'd be like you hauling ass and just making a real quick swing.
Okay.
So, if you want to put it into 2 turns, I'll let you put it into 2 turns.
You could just spit on your claws instead.
That's true too.
It's the same thing because you have to spit like fucking 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or
it's
12
probably
times.
too much of an action to do in one turn without a penalty.
So I'll let you do this. So you can either delay your attack to the next turn for a small bonus, or attack this turn for a small penalty.
It's probably more beneficial to make sure I get them good and salty, so I'm going to take 2 turns.
Okay, so next turn you'll be able to attack for a small bonus. So your turn right now is you're basically just soaking your claws and just covering them up in salt.
Yes.
All right, so that is you.
Let me ask you a question. Does my fighting style count for this as well?
Yes.
Even though claws are technically not melee weapons, or are you saying they are?
They are, I think.
They're melee weapons,
Beneficial.
but I'll let you use your fighting style. Because what's your fighting style like? Basically?
2 weapons.
2 weapons?
They're on both my fists.
I mean, I don't know this game's rules, but
Yeah.
I
I was
mean,
gonna say yeah, you can use them because you're technically 2 weapons.
they ain't natural.
Say hello to my little friends. Anyway. Okay, cool.
Gee,
Sorry.
Homer, I thought a guy with two wives would be happy. You think about a guy with 2 knives. I gotta say, this is pretty fantastic. Okay, so that's your turn. So next turn you'll be attacking with a bonus. Which brings us to Mr. GM Paya and Mr. Eric Sanchez, who's currently being harder daddied.
Yeah, I try to get out of that. What do I need to do? That's a nightmare, literally.
What do you need to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in that room.
You can roll to break free if you'd like.
All right.
Or yes. Let's
Yeah,
see.
or I could
Grappling
die.
summary.
So yeah, let's do that.
So
what do I need to break free?
yours is strength plus brawl to try and beat his strength.
Oh Christ, that's gonna suck. Let's see. Strength is 1, and brawl is 1, so 2. Yeah, I got 1. 1.
1 is not enough to break the
Yeah.
grapple on this turn.
Yeah, not really a strong guy. Yeah. So I guess I'll start yelling. Ah!
So
Come here and Sam, come here and light your own damn candle.
see, 1 second. So you're also allowed to just attack him instead of breaking free on the next turn.
I mean, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm just fighting air.
Well, it's obviously physical if it can grab you. You can feel it feels very physical that someone is trying to choke the life out of you.
All right, next time I'll try. I'll do. But
yeah, you can either try and break free or you have a bunch of maneuvers you can do. You can try and render your opponent prone, damage your opponent, immobilize them, draw a weapon, attack with a drawn weapon, disarm your opponent, use your opponent as protection from ranged attacks, yada yada yada.
Okay.
Those are all overpowering maneuvers.
Or I can yell for help.
Or you can yell for help. But you're also being choked. You're like, help!
Yeah, not good. Not good.
It's your turn now, sir.
Do I hear him getting assaulted behind me as I'm like running back to the others?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's being choked very loudly. It would be comical if it wasn't so horrifying.
Could you be quiet? No, I'm kidding. Did you die quietly?
Yeah.
This is what you get for sniping the mage.
So could I use my turn to assist him or try to break him free? I don't know if I could actually try to pry him away from this creature, or if I can only help him. I don't know what the options are there.
Okay, you can absolutely try to help him break free. So that would be what did I say? It was strength plus brawl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So strength plus make a strength plus brawl check, and that would be a plus probably 1 or 2 with to assist him.
So plus what on top of it?
Plus 2.
Okay, so
for his 2 strength and brawl.
Gotcha. Ha-cha-cha-cha.
Successes.
Good.
2 successes is enough.
All right, yeah, I run up and I do I see this thing? Can I see this creature that's attacking him, or does he just look like he's getting...
You can see my neck going in, buddy. You can see my neck.
Oh, okay.
And my face turning into a tomato.
Yeah, you can see the imprints of fingers, the red marks of him being choked. You can't really see anything until you basically get your hands to where it is and try and pry them apart, and the entire thing just pops into view for both of you.
Say something offensive in Spanish.
This
racially offensive. I say a curse word in Spanish. Sorry, I had to clarify.
It's okay. Thank you for the clarification. You're fine.
I just realized what happened because... Oh, never mind.
Anyway.
Just trying to think of for some reason, even though despite 10 years in the kitchen, my Spanish cursing eludes me at this moment.
I'm not gonna try.
you just yell puta capron. Pinche de madre.
I am very scared.
Can we not? Can we keep
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I'm scared.
Okay. This one looks completely different from the others that Sam is currently, or Ben's fighting. This one is a sickly thin figure. Its limbs are all gnarled and twisted up, and it's got loose flesh hanging from it, and its face is completely featureless. There's 2 kind of half-sunken depressions for where eyes are supposed to be. There's no really nose, and its mouth is just open and gaping and empty.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
And it's just got tattered wisp of hair, long hair, and it kind of recoils recoils back from your touch.
Same.
And you're like,
I don't want to touch you either.
wiping your hands on
Which one do you
Eric.
think is which, guys? I mean, I don't know. Maybe no table talk. I don't know what the
You can table talk if you want.
stipulation is on that, but yeah, I just wonder which one is which because one of them is gonna be.
Dude, I don't care.
This one's the one trying to kill you, so.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me, Jim Jams. Let me see your real quick here.
Okay.
You're seeing Walters. Oh, perfect. I have it right up here. It's your defense. Defense. 2. No. So this thing like shrieks and then just goes out to like its hands reach out like pretty much slowly towards you, and you're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, and you realize that you can actually move, and you kind of just like step away from it as it just like reaches and fails.
Bad
Yeah.
touch.
Yeah, no, bad touch. No touchy, no touchy. You need an adult. That brings us to him. Then the ghost that the spirit that you're fighting, it goes to it like charges towards you.
Okay.
Like I say, charges as it floats quickly.
Yes. All Scooby-Doo style.
All Scooby-Doo style.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically just like, you remember your 5Ds and you just roll out of the way. Like, you basically throw yourself against the wall because you really don't want this thing to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
You manage to dive out of the way before it can, like, smash into you. And it, like, when I say that, it, like, when it hits the, like, opposite wall, it, like, leaves a huge indentation. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Did any salt fall on the ground?
Yeah, there's a bunch of salt like spread out all over the place.
Okay.
You
I'm
got, like,
going to
pearl.
like, because I'm kind of like stooped over. I'm gonna pick up a handful of that salt, and I would like to bless it, like you would bless holy water.
Mm-hmm.
And then lick my crowbar and rub it, like, and then try to hit him.
All right.
All right, so I'll give you the same thing.
Mhm.
Thing. That's a lot to do in one turn.
Yep.
So I'll let you do it for a small penalty in one turn or a small bonus from next turn.
Could I possibly put my compassion on this?
You can put your compassion to negate it. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that like probably a better option would just be like basically like spit on your crowbar, kind of like wipe it down, and
Mhm.
roll it on the floor to pick up some of the salt,
Yeah.
and then bless it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like essentially blessing and swinging at the same time.
Okay.
Like
Please make me your
attack roll.
attack roll, which I'm going to
Uh,
believe is strength plus raw or strength plus weaponry.
right?
Armed close combat, strength plus weaponry,
Oh, strength plus weaponry.
because you're using a weapon.
That's right. It's the same for me. I get 4. Ooh, nice. My friend. That is 5 successes. On
5
4.
successes.
I rolled
Wow.
3 8s and a 0, and then I rerolled my 0 and it was an 8. I think that's a crit.
Nice.
The equivalent to 1 anyway. Like, that's pretty good.
Let me just see here real quick. Where's my chart?
I don't think I have gotten rolled that good in this game ever. So I'm a little... Oh, yay.
Nice. Alright, so that does that much damage. Perfect. Alright, so you basically go up and basically, like, charge after it and just, just swing into it. And this time, when it hits, it doesn't go through. It's kind of like slapping water, where you like hit it and it goes down a little bit, but then you hit that resistance. And again, you hear like a chorus of voices just screaming out. This time, like the actual spirit itself, like the entire thing kind of just shudders.
I think after this fight, Ben's gonna buy
Iron crowbar?
an iron crowbar and
I don't think you can
learn
buy
how...
an iron crowbar.
Yeah, I thought I had. And then go live in North Dakota with by himself, isolated in the middle of nowhere.
All right, that brings us to JD. So you get to attack.
So, I would like to use my fighting maneuver, since you're saying that I'm using 2 weapons.
You are using 2 weapons.
It's entitled Deflect and Thrust. I can avoid attacks and strike back in the same motion. Using this maneuver, I get a +2 to my defense for the turn, but any attacks he makes suffers a -2 penalty. And then the only other question I had, I can't move more than my speed. Is this apartment small enough that if I run from the kitchen back to where the ghost was?
You can make it in 1 combat turn.
Okay. My speed is 12, so...
Yeah, you've got a really high speed.
I built my character to be scrappy. Okay, so I get a -2 penalty on whatever punching things with my claws are. But you said you were going to give me a bonus.
Small bonus, you get a +1.
Okay,
so
it's a -1.
-1 altogether on your attack roll.
And then it's brawl plus strength for...
Strength plus weaponry.
Oh. It's exactly the same roll. So I normally get 6 dice, so I get 5. Take it.
3 successes?
Yes.
Okay. That means that... Trying to see your claws would be essentially...
You gave me the damage.
1 lethal?
I wrote it down somewhere. Yes, 1 lethal.
Cool. Excellent.
I don't know if the salting them is any modifier. Maybe it's the only thing that let me actually hit them, but I'll take it.
Yeah. No, you basically you run up and you just like pow, like right in the back. You kind of like run beside Ben there and just give him a good old right hook into the side. Excellent. That brings us to him. It is Mr. Sanchez's turn.
Where's Sam? I mean, I don't know what to do. Sam, what do you want me to do, Sam? I got nothing. I'll try to light this candle. I don't know how. You got a light?
I mean, it's corporeal, right? Like, I don't know. Try to shoot it. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing.
Try to shoot it.
The worst thing that could happen is nothing.
Or someone else gets shot.
Yeah, I'm
you guys are in the crossfire right now.
Yeah, I'd imagine that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's that scared, but I mean, He is the
Yeah.
one person that's like super good at gun stuff.
I know. I'll just back up and light that stupid candle. Hope for the best.
Okay.
I don't want to put a bullet in somebody.
So, 1 second.
I look on the bottom of it, it says made in China. God damn it, Sam.
Well, they're definitely made in Mexico. I'm just trying to figure out what saint it is.
Probably the saint of death.
The saint of.
Ironically enough, it's Saint Jude.
Oh, all right. All right.
Wait, wasn't he the patron? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Patron saint of chill times.
not so much.
I was thinking of Saint Anthony, the patron of lost souls, but
Or anything. Any
which would be even more ironic.
religions. But you kind of think that maybe you should have given, on second thought, maybe you should have given your other candle, which is Saint Benedict.
Nice.
You can't keep track of all these saints.
patron saint of delicious eggs.
Patron saint of hollandaise, yes.
I would like to point out that's probably Saint Lawrence because he is the patron saint of chefs. So
Patron saint of delicious eggs is Saint Lawrence.
it's true.
Anyway, so you have this lit candle of Saint Jude.
I'm just gonna shake it around. I'm not really a religious dude, so.
Would you like to take a shot?
Yeah, why not? I'll pull out my gun and try to shoot it. This is gonna go well. This has got success written all over it.
You have a small penalty, so a -1 to your roll.
All right. So what is?
Just very specifically, Saint Jude is the patron saint of lost causes. So
Oh, there you go.
Desperate cases and lost causes. He's kind of super appropriate right
super
now.
appropriate for this man right here.
Is it firearms and dexterity?
Range combat is dexterity plus firearms. Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So I have 5, so I'm gonna go with 5. All right, 2. I
2
didn't love it.
successes.
Yeah.
What type of firearm are you using again?
It's my handgun, so it's probably a 9. If it's it's probably my
Glock.
yeah, it's probably the office's one, the regulation one.
Yeah. So that does 2 people. Excellent. So you just kind of. You're basically like holding up your candle, and you're like, yeah, and you take a
bam.
shot, and it actually hits.
Oh, okay.
And you get kind of like the bullet hits and enters it and slows and kind of just like flies apart, almost like shooting into ballistic jelly.
Okay, all right, that's cool. All right, we can work with this.
And
awesome.
the spirit looks like, for someone with no actual expression, it looks kind of surprised
Okay.
as it like slowly kind of like turns to you
Oh, great.
and just screams.
All right, that's great. All right.
GMs, it's your turn.
Okay.
Press the attack, buddy. We got it on the ropes.
Since I see that what he's doing is kind of working, I'll try to light the other candle and then get ready to also attack this thing. I don't know if I can do both in the same turn.
What kind of weapon do you have, anyways?
I have a revolver and a knife.
Which are you going to
Probably-
use?
If I'm right next to it, probably the knife.
All right.
'Cause
What do you
I'm
have in your
better.
hands there?
That.
Knife. No. So that will be your I believe, strength plus weaponry.
Sam, tell the ghost it's knife to meet you.
I think he's about to get the point.
Good knife, Mr. Ghost.
Oh yeah, if it was knife.
I think that's great. 6. Ow, no.
Definitely living on the edge here.
Ooh,
Living on the edge. Yeah, so 1 success. I don't think that's enough to get him.
That is not enough to get him. So you kind of go there and you like go to slash it, but it doesn't really. You don't seem to do anything to it. Like it hits, but it doesn't really like. It just kind of like dissipates a little bit and reforms.
Okay. And I'm just gonna stand there and try and keep it from getting to any of my other friends.
Okay. Well, you got to worry about it getting to you.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, there's that.
not the big. Well, I don't know. Ben's pretty big too.
What's your defense?
Mine's just 2.
Just 2?
None of us bought armor.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
think
2.
mine's 2 as well. Yeah.
I'm in a
Well,
really super defensive stance right now.
A lot of stuff doesn't actually have to do with your armor.
Oh.
Some stuff is only armor, some stuff is only defense, some is both. Very few is both. Like unarmed combat is essentially defense and armor. Brawl grappling is just defense.
Okay.
Yeah. So so Sam, you see this thing like surge forward and just like that kind of arm just like essentially like that gnarled arm like cracks back into place and just shoots out and grabs you around the throat. Yeah. Yeah.
Do I take any damage, or is he's just got me
Don't
grappled?
he just got you grappled.
Gotcha.
Next turn you might take some damage. But now this thing has you. Theater nerd, what is your defense there,
Don't
Mr.
worry, guys.
4.
4 defense?
Yes, because I used the deflect and thrust
That's
maneuver, which
right.
gives me +2.
That's right. Me. So as this other spirit kind of like pulls itself over the wall, it like flails around wildly and charges at you, at JD, and you like manage to step out of the way as it like crashes into the bed, like splinters it into pieces everywhere. Basically, it's like a bull in a china shop at this point, and you're just trying to like not get hit by it. Ben, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to. I'm gonna keep swinging at this guy with my salted, tire steel iron.
All right. If you'd like, you can always make a targeted attack. There are options for how you want to attack him.
Okay.
You just take penalties, that's all.
Yep. You can go all out attack to give a +2, but lose your defense for the next round.
I still have 3 willpower points though, so I'd rather just use a willpower point to give me a plus instead.
Okay.
Just
So you can always target a limb or part of the body.
well, what looks to be like, because I guess like last time I probably just hit it. It's facing away from me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get him in the keister.
I'd like to get it at the base of its neck.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So that will give you a -3 penalty on the aim.
A -3.
So if you use a willpower, it would be an even roll.
An even roll. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
One.
1 success?
Yep, it's a 9.
Okay. That is enough, actually.
Nice.
Cool.
So that so you crack it basically at the base of the skull.
Yeah, if it has a skull, because it's a spirit.
No, basically it's
Yeah.
human. It's human-ish.
Yeah.
So you essentially crack it on the back of the skull, and it goes like down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, that is your turn. Unless you'd like to do anything else.
I'm just going to like put more salt in my tire iron.
Okay. JD, it's your turn now.
I want to make sure the ghost that crumpled to the ground is like on the ground, like for good.
Okay.
Did it like disappear after it crumpled to the ground, or it
Oh,
just
it's still
crumpled
there.
to the
It's still
ground?
very physical.
Okay, so I want to jump on it and just do 2 attacks to it. Like, think MMA
Yeah.
mount. That's what JD wants to do to it. So here's attack number 1. Here's attack number 2.
All right, I'm just looking at. So both of those succeed, and you're just like pa pa, and you're just like wailing on it.
Nice.
Wailing on the wailing ghost.
Yeah. That brings us to Eric Sanchez. Your turn, sir.
I guess I'll try to. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to shoot. Well, you know what? He's so close. Can I kind of figure out where the thing's head is?
Your voice went super. Your chat.
Oh, am I back? Am I okay?
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's, you were like really, really loud and like.
Oh, was I? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's all good.
Can I kind of figure out where the thing's head is and just put the gun to its head?
Well, your ghost is currently in grapple with
Sam.
Hold on a second. There is a rule for this one.
All right, because I figured I'd just do the Matrix thing. It's like dodge this.
Because you'd be shooting into close combat.
Well, I don't want to shoot. I just want to put the gun to the thing's temple.
It still counts as shooting into close combat.
Oh man, what's the penalty for? I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, but it's killing him, so.
You have a compassion point? You can use
Yeah,
that
I
to
do. All right, I'll
counteract
use
the,
that. I'll use the compassion point.
It's only a -2 for shooting into close combat.
All right, so then I have 6 dice. So -2, is that 4 dice then?
And then a compassion, I believe a minor compassion is +1.
Yep, so it's 5 dice.
5 dice.
All right, here we go.
Actually, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, 1 second. Because you're aiming at the head,
Mm-hmm.
that's a -3.
Oh, all right, never mind that. I'm just going to shoot it.
Okay.
I mean, it would still be 2 successes technically.
No, it would still. Yeah, it would be 3 though.
Well, you wouldn't know because
Oh.
you have to
Yeah, I
roll
wouldn't
together.
know. I mean,
Oh, okay.
theoretically, the 10 could be gone. So I'll just
Yeah.
keep it as it is.
Just keep it as it is? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, because you still do a significant chunk
Yeah,
of
bam,
damage
bam,
with a
bam.
bullet. Bullets are good, man.
I got no complaints.
So you kind of just like stuck around the your choking friend and just like
Hold on, buddy.
ow,
Hold on.
just pop him one. Like I got him on the ropes. Don't worry, it's fine.
We got it.
All right, so Sam, it's your turn. So you can choose to break free or whatever other combat actions you would like to.
Do I attack at a penalty because I'm grappled?
Do you attack at the time you're grappled?
Because if not, I'll just try and stab him instead of trying to break out. But if I do attack at a penalty, I might try to break out.
So you can either break out, which is strength plus brawl minus your attacker strength, or overpower, which is strength plus brawl minus strength, and then you get to do a maneuver.
Strength plus brawl. Okay. I'll try that. I'll try the overpower. So strength plus brawl minus something.
I think you can put the thing in one.
Attacker's strength, so just a negative 3 on that.
Okay. So I will roll 4d10.
Cool. So you can either break free or overpower.
That was an overpower attempt.
Okay, so basically you basically like pry the hand off, and then you start choking the ghost.
Are you sure I rolled 0 successes?
Oh, you rolled 0 successes?
You got nothing.
That's
I saw that as I was reading Jim's roll up there.
gotcha.
For me. Okay, so no, you are still being choked.
Okay.
That doesn't mean so good.
That's okay. I got him right where I want him.
I got him on the ropes, guys.
That's right. That's right.
I start turning blue. That means I'm winning.
I'm bleeding, which makes me the victor. We purposely trained him wrong as a joke. Okay, so it is his turn now.
I'm sorry. What is that from?
This is from Kung Pao, yes.
Oh, okay, dude. It's been a decade since I've seen that.
Wimplo.
It's coming back to me. All right,
I
sorry.
left my face to your fist technique. Okay, so now it is this vengeful spirit's turn. Let me just check my sheet here. Checking some things, doing some math, looking at some sheets. Mr. Sam Walters.
Headphones are dying. I missed it if you said anything to me.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just doing some math, checking some things. Just looking at your defense. Not enough. So basically, after like slapping your hands away as you try to break free, the spirit's like other arm just like and cracks back into place and starts choking you. It actually like forcibly drives you onto your knees, and like you can feel your like trachea like starting to like crackle. You
that's
can't
not
breathe
good.
at all. You take 1 aggravated point of damage.
Oh.
Oof. Okay. I don't even know if I'd be able to make any noises at that point.
Sorry. 1 aggravated and 2 bashing on top of that. That's right.
Okay. And so, if all of that adds up to my max health, then I go unconscious or die or something.
So, if your bashing damage goes up to your full, you're unconscious. If lethal damage goes up to your full, you're dead.
Do they interact? Is my question.
So it basically, so if you have the box, you one line for, it's like bowling essentially. 1 line for bashing, an X for lethal, and then a line down for aggravated.
Okay.
And then so lethal goes over bashing, and aggravated goes over lethal.
I see.
So bashing stacks, and then lethal goes over top of that. So if you take like 2 lethal damage, and you have 1 bashing damage already, you would have just 2 total lethal damage.
I see.
So right now you have 1 aggravated and 2 bashing, so 3 total bars are filled.
Okie dokie. I'm also looking at the manual now too to kind of brush up on that. Anyway, all right, I'm hurting, but I'm not dead.
Anyways, theater nerd. You didn't take that defensive thing again, did you?
No, I just have 2 this turn. I wanted to make sure he wasn't faking it. Or it wasn't faking it.
Oh, he's not faking it.
He's making it.
I'm going to crumple them to the ground to make them think I am not a threat.
This thing kind of like gets up and like I said, like essentially like bucks you off, throws you off. In the manner of where it hurls you full force into the ceiling.
Ooh.
Oh. Ow.
So you take from that from the impact into the ceiling, you take 4 bashing damage. And from your ungraceful descent, you take another 2 bashing damage.
So 6 total?
6 total bashing damage. As you basically like you slam into the ceiling hard enough to like smash a U-sized hole in there, and then land face down onto the ground. As the ghost like picks itself back up, just screaming.
And you probably also hear JD just string of expletives as soon as they realize what's going on.
Well, I don't know if you can like. You probably had the wind like totally knocked out of you at that point.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
That's true. Val, now
Monday to Friday, ghost.
Ben's turn now.
I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing, and I'm gonna give him a good.
Like, oh dang!
It's like, oh man, he's getting up. I'm gonna hit him with my whacking stick.
Talk about putting salt in the wounds.
1 success.
1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Oh, last time was.
That's because it was a target attack to the back.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
I go after him. I don't quite make it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You missed just by a hair's breath. That is your turn. Which brings us to Theater Nerd. Now it is JD's turn.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Fuck this thing. And I'm going to walk up to it. Not like in a hurry because I hurt. And I'm probably still trying to catch my breath a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like, that wasn't very nice, and then try to punch it with my claws, doing deflect and thrust.
Okay.
Or thrust and whatever it's called. Because I can't afford to not have my defense up for the rest of the rest of this. Oh, I mean that's probably accurate.
Womp womp. So you kind of like you shuffle over there and just like yeah. And not
That's
quite.
not very nice.
Not quite on that one.
That was a shitty roll.
No, not yeah. That was not great. Mr. Jim, it is now Eric's turn.
All right, so it's 5 minus 2 for the firing into close combat. So 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him have it again. I figured, what the hell? So here we go. Please don't shoot Sam, please. Hey! All right.
Hey!
Nice.
That's enough to hit.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Papa.
All right, so this is you get another ghostly wail from it. Jams.
I think I'm in this kind of situation where I need to try to escape his grapple instead of overpower.
Okay. Well, I think it's the same roll, isn't it?
It is the same roll, but like I feel like If I overpower him, it just reverses it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's all right. Well,
Well, if it overpowers, it reverses it, and then you get to you overpower. Yeah, it reverses it, but then you get to do a maneuver.
as opposed to like moving away or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll try to overpower again since it's the same roll.
Okay.
All right. Up.
One success. That's enough. That's all you needed.
Okay.
You
So he's
have-
grappled.
You can perform a maneuver.
Okay.
So render your opponent prone, damage opponent, immobilize opponent, draw a weapon, attack with drawn weapon.
I'll attack with my weapon because like I already have it out.
All right.
So just knife attack is strength plus
Weaponry.
weaponry. Okay. It's gonna be 6 for me. It doesn't hit.
No. So you basically finally manage to like break. You do the whole like break out of the grip and like grab it around like the face and just try to start trying to shank it, but you don't seem to be doing much to it.
It's been a while since I shanked anybody.
There you go.
It's his turn now. I need Eric, you are going to be rolling a.
Uh-oh.
Well, the both of you are going to be rolling the same roll.
Okay.
That is going to be composure
Oh, okay.
plus
Oh, all right. I'll take that.
empathy.
Oh no.
That's 3. I got 3.
Oh no, Eric.
There you go. I got 1 success.
One success. Okay.
Do I also need to make this? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. My Sam is not very in touch with his emotional side.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
So I need you, Jim. I need you to make me one more roll, please.
All right.
Just roll me a straight resolve, which is a 2.
All right. 2. 2, huh? All right. This is probably not going to be good. Nope. Got nothing.
So this thing basically lets out like a gasping shriek,
No, some kind
and
of bait.
both of you feel like essentially a feeling of vertigo, like you're falling,
Okay.
and then it reverses, and you feel like you're being thrown upwards. And you guys literally feel yourself like lift off the ground before you're slammed back down.
Well, that sucked.
Jim, you only take Eric only takes 2 points of lethal damage.
Oh God.
Or not lethal,
Holy.
sorry, bashing. It's like 2
Okay.
points of bashing damage.
Jesus. All right.
And you drop your weapon.
Okay.
Sam, you take 4 points of bashing damage, and you also lose your weapon and lose the grapple.
Okay. I'm hurt.
You're hurt.
I bet
It's
you
not
are.
good.
Yeah.
It's not looking good. Okay.
Got Sam.
Oh, but it's not grappling me anymore. Am I
No,
still?
the
Okay.
grapple's completely over.
Okay, that's good.
But
At least
both
there's that.
both of you are technically prone, but you can pick yourself up. So it's like before it attacks you in the next turn, so it doesn't really matter. So unless you guys just want to hang out on the ground. Mr. Anders, your defensor is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this thing's actually finally going to hit you.
Ooh.
Nah, I think not. I hope not.
Well, let's oh.
I don't like the sounds of this.
Not when he rolls that. Um. So as you are kind of like readying yourself up for another attack,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like the spirit's running away, like heading for the door.
Uh-huh.
And you turn to give chase, only to realize it's just giving itself more room to charge at you.
Okay.
And it slams into you with the force of like a small truck.
Okay.
Oh,
And you sail back and smash almost through like through the wall, like into the next room.
Okay.
You take 2 lethal and
Oof.
4 bashing damage.
Okay. So I already had 2 bashing to begin with. So does that give me 1?
You essentially, those 2 bashing now become lethal,
So I have 3 lethal total
and you would add the 4 bashing damage on top of that.
for 7 total.
Yes.
I'm out.
You're unconscious?
Yes.
All right. So, JD, you see Ben just like get hit and just sail into the wall, and he's just like, he's in there like stuck into the wall and just like a little blood trickling from his ears, and he is just out.
Yeah, that's not good for that ghost. Really, it's not.
So now it is your turn, JD.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up to that thing. So, all out attack, you get a bonus
Yep.
to attacking. Would that count for both of my attacks in the turn?
That would, which means you get a +2 on your first one, and your
And would
second,
that
and your
take...
second one negates your penalty.
Okay. I also have focused attack,
Mm-hmm.
which is attack twice on a single target in a turn. This second attack suffers a -1 penalty. Can I all out attack and focus attack, or
Yes,
am I getting...
because that's a combat maneuver and that's an attack option.
Okay.
Which means that your second attack would have a bonus of +1. Your first attack is +2. Your second one is +1. Because it's basically changing your offhand attack from a -2 penalty to your -1 penalty.
Sweet. I'm going to take my 8 dice first attack and only manage to get 1 success, so that's cool. Motherfuck. Okay, well, but then he gets the Racer's Fury of 5 successes with my offhand.
nice.
Fuck you for fucking up my friend Ben.
So you basically like latch yourself, like you just rush at this thing and you're just like giving a flurry of blows to the solar plexus or however it is, and you're just like again just like hitting this guy again, and then eventually like you swing and there's like nothing there as it just like kind of dissipates with like an anguished howl.
Oh wow.
Like when I say that, it just basically is like you see its features like essentially melt into like nothingness as it like screams in agony and just sinks into the floor, gone.
And just so you know, if you attack me, I have no defense because I focused attacked. By the way,
I think you're pretty sure it's gone.
Yeah.
there's another ghost. It could
There is
come
another-
after me for
That's
taking
true. There
out
is
its
another
friends.
ghost.
It could just be a vicious cycle.
Eric, it's your turn now.
I'm gonna grab my gun, and I mean I don't know where it is anymore. I can't see it, so I'll just sort of grab my gun and where's the candle? Pick up the candle, make sure it's not burning the hallway down.
Surprisingly enough, the candle's still lit.
Hey, all right, that's good.
Picking up a gun, drawing a weapon requires one action without a merit. Okay. So
I have no place to shoot, so yeah.
well, you can still see the ghost.
Oh, I can.
It's still visible, but like getting your weapon ready again is like a turn, right?
Okay, all right.
You can always like
All right, I'll do that. I'll get the gun ready.
all right.
Is the other candle lit?
Yeah, both the candles are still up.
All right, that's cool.
Still lit.
All right.
So that brings us to your turn, Jams. So
Okay.
Sam Walter's turn.
I will get up off the floor and walk the dinosaur. Let's see. I'm going to. Is this thing within melee range of me still?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. In that case, and we're in a hallway outside of the apartment.
No, you're like in like the foyer of the apartment, like the living room foyer kind of.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like it's a studio apartment, so it's like the foyer, dining room,
Oh, okay. It's like that. Okay.
living room, entrance, every kind of thing.
Gotcha. All right. I will just try to attack it again, and I'm gonna use a compassion point to try to make sure I hit it.
All right.
With my kniff.
With your kniff.
And the major compassion point that German gave me is that +2.
That's a +3.
+3. Okay. I'm gonna use that, which will give me a total of 10. So if I don't hit it, God wants me to die.
Yeah. Sure.
RNGesus.
Or that, yeah. Okay, 3 successes. I think I hit it.
You hit it.
Huzzah!
With
There
your
was much
with
rejoicing.
What? With your knife.
My knife, yeah, it's just 1 damage, I believe.
Yep. All right.
Finally.
Your defense, sir,
It is 2.
is 2.
Are all of our defenses 2?
No, JD's is like.
It's
This is high.
normally 2,
but you
unless I
make-
use a maneuver that makes it 4.
So you, sir, shoved back by this ghost, and when I say shove, I mean like full force. And you take 2 bashing damage.
Okay, I was about to say, if I take any damage, I'm unconscious.
So you basically like, you essentially get pushed, and you like get knocked to your back and like somersault and slam against the wall, and you're just
Jesus.
you're out. As there's like a head-shaped dent in the wall.
Yeah.
There.
Good God.
Just because I'm curious, does the candle go out?
Our candle
No,
does
no,
go.
that's too metaphorical. You cannot put that candle out. No.
I was just wondering
The
if,
camera
like, the
has to point
building
down,
goes
too.
up
The
in
camera has to
flames.
point to the ground.
Your candle actually goes out.
Okay. I was kind of hoping secretly in my heart that the whole building would catch on
It's
fire.
just the entire apartment starts catching on fire. Ah!
That's so metaphorical. It's so many levels because of no. No!
So
No.
Val is still unconscious. Luckily not bleeding out, and luckily there's no ghost there to rip Ben to shreds.
Yep.
Theater Nerd, it's your turn. You can still hear a struggle coming from the living room. You're not
Yeah.
sure why though. Like you've been
So-
hearing like a lot of weird noises coming from.
I think at this point, JD has stopped seeing red, at least because the ghost, like, dissipated in its hands. But they're also going to operate under the assumption that Ben's dead. So, I'm going to run wherever the boys are. And I'm going to all-out attack the other ghost.
All right.
And I'm going to use focused attack again.
All right. I just need
There we
one-
go.
You just need one hit on this bad boy.
Well, I already got it.
All right.
Nice.
So
Fuck you for killing my friends!
you just like run in and just like.
They
start
probably have
swinging
tears
wildly.
streaming down their face.
Yeah, much like the other one, you just start like swinging wildly and hit it a couple times until it just starts to, like dissipate, and this time with like a anguished groan. And as soon as this one goes, you guys all feel like significantly less awful.
Do I feel less unconscious? Like,
You probably.
I had the same thought, but I was going to myself.
You guys actually do like wake up at this point, but you know you're unconscious, so you guys like jump up like looking for the ghost because or not really jump up, but you're just like kind of like trying to pick your yeah.
Like clutching my head, like ow.
roll over on like my. I guess like I fell on my back. Roll over on my
probably have like a
stomach.
couple cracked ribs.
Slowly lift up, hold it onto my rib cage. Like, fuck, I need a hospital. Look around.
Got him, Ben.
I'm gonna give you a thumbs up. Thanks.
I wasn't gonna let him actually kill you, and I actually kind of thought it had. So I'm glad to see you're alive.
Me too. I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Are you sure you really want to go back to that place? Didn't you? Never
My
mind.
lung might be collapsing. I need to go to the hospital.
I mean,
There's
that's
more than one
fair.
hospital in the Miami metro.
I mean, that's fair. Hey, Eric, I think we should walk those two, and you should drive whoever's car we took here to the hospital.
That
'Cause I
sounds
could
like a
probably-
plan.
Probably broke a rib myself, but I got a little angry there when I saw.
What's the story? We were beaten up by 10-year-olds. What do we tell the police? What do we tell the hospital?
Gang fight? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Great. Gang fight. Sure.
I
Yeah,
don't know. You're a police officer.
I know. I don't know. We'll think of something when we get there.
It's a bar fight.
Yeah. Horrible
I mean-
bar. There must have been 15 of them.
We got
Yeah.
jumped in the alley for they really didn't like HUD.
They're not happy with their government assisted housing
That's
program.
right.
Jesus, like yeah.
They definitely had a complaint to make.
And they made it with their fists.
Oh man. Okay.
Who knew that
Sam,
they had
how
so
you
many
doing?
enemies?
The housing business is rough these days.
I'm not dead, so that's upside.
Cool.
How I don't know. I'm sure he'd be pretty disoriented, but how do we make sure that those things are gone for good?
Someone page the werewolf, please.
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's right,
like once
yeah.
I get cleared, because I think it's just like probably bruising from hitting the ceiling and then the floor, maybe a broken rib. Like I'll survive. I'll go talk to our werewolf friend
Lung
and let him.
collapsing. Ambulance, please.
We're taking you.
Well,
We're gonna walk you down to the car and then
speaking of
just
speaking
take
of an
you there.
ambulance, you guys do start hearing like police sirens in the background. So
Okay.
you did make a significant amount of noise.
There was a few gunshots.
and some gunshots.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess we just deal with the cops, and maybe I'll just scamper away now, and you guys can get a ride in the
no, I
hospital.
think that's actually like a really good idea is for you to get like you're the sneakiest of us all. So if you can get out of here and get to the werewolf, while we deal with not dying, I think that's
Yeah,
a
not
pretty good
dying
idea.
is sort of important.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't, please.
Okay, thanks.
Both of you. I kind of like you guys.
That's sweet.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't realize what you got until it's gone. Something
I
about
did a
paving
song
a
last
paradise.
summer.
So much morphine.
So yeah, if you'd like me to roll stealth, I'm sneaking out of there.
Okay, and what are the rest of you doing?
Pretty much just waiting for the police to get there because I need an ambulance.
At the apartment
Or at
or at
least
the
maybe
hospital?
like downstairs. Maybe not in the apartment per se.
Okay. So you guys are heading downstairs then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd wait outside probably.
Okay. So as you guys kind of like make your way, probably in the elevator because you're not taking the stairs at this point.
No.
You make your way outside and just kind of wait for the police to show up. And you guys are just trying to take a minute to sort of like patch yourself up and recollect yourself. The streets are mostly empty except for some homeless dude like in the stoop out front, like pacing back and forth and muttering to himself.
Is it the same guy that was holding the sign?
No.
Okay.
You know, slapping, trying to catch insects that aren't there.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of just like, you know, hold each other up and trying to wait for the emergency service to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I need you to make me. What would that be? Let's see what the goal would be. Probably a presence. A presence plus. I don't really have streetwise.
I don't. I do have socialize, and I do have
Yeah, maybe do a presence plus socialize.
Can I add another one because of my barfly merit?
No.
Okay. So presence and socialize?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4. No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm just slowly dying
So as the
and bleeding internally.
yeah, that's not good. That's never good.
as the sirens get closer, Jim, you're kind of like, I guess Eric would try to be like call in and report like some shots fired
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or something like that. You're basically
I'll-
trying to cover your ass here.
Yeah, I'll come up with something. There was something going on in the apartment, and we went and looked, and God knows what happened. I don't
So
know.
you guys are trying to like figure out your story here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
JD would like to pull a Zoidberg and we're
yeah,
out of here.
you're out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are trying to figure out your story, Sam, you don't really notice that this homeless dude, his body proportions are completely wrong.
Oh no.
At least not until his very long, twisted fingers
Always with
essentially
the twisted
open up a
arm.
rending wound in your back.
Oh.
as he like jumps on you and starts clawing and biting you.
The fuck?
I guess I'm unconscious again.
You're not unconscious because you probably just took. That'll just be 2 lethal damage on that. No, so no more bashing, so you're not unconscious.
Interesting. Okay.
Because your lethal's not fully rated.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah, I figure.
you guys have your if you were unconscious in the fight before, you basically just take off that last bashing damage.
Okay.
Just so you don't, just so you're not like that shows you're not unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of like rip this guy off, Sam, sorry, as you guys rip this dude off, Sam, to stop him from like murdering him, he kind of just like, almost like as if a force like yanks him out of your hands. He goes like up against the building wall, and just like, you're not really sure what it is, but something is pulled out of him violently. Like you hear like popping and crackling and ripping and tearing as you can see his like flesh bulge and rip, and then he like slumps down like a broken puppet. And you guys are kind of freaking out for a minute.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, what?
And then Ben, you see your ectotrin gland kind of like goes off on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And you see,
I think there's cream for that.
you see like essentially a kind of wolf form emerge from this body.
Down, boy.
And it looks at you, like directly at you,
Okay.
and then charges at you.
As it charges, I'm gonna pull my 9mm to shoot at it.
Whoa! What's going on? Ben's getting a little crazy.
All right, make a shot.
Okay, so it is this dex and weaponry?
Dex plus weaponry.
Okay, dex and weaponry, and I would like to add a willpower to that too.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be 1. It's 5.
Okay.
2 successes, 2 9s.
2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you basically like slow motion. You see this thing like charging towards you. You manage to like whip out your gun and just at the last second, right in its face, you pull the trigger, and everything for you goes black.
Oh,
Okay.
That's not good.
So we're just gonna go a little storyteller here.
Okay.
Do I hear any of this? Just quick.
You
before-
hear like as you're like running away, you hear a single gunshot.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
So Ben, as you just kind of like fall backwards, like you basically feel yourself doing like a long, slow fall backwards into darkness, and you have that constant feeling of falling, and it's not really terrifying so much to you as it is confusing because you can feel yourself falling, but you can't see anything, and then you hit the ground and you kind of wake up. But you know you're not conscious because you wake up essentially standing on a bridge leading to a tower.
I'm dream awake. Okay.
You dream awake.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you wake up from a dream into another dream.
Yep. Yep. I had that. That's why I didn't sleep last night.
Oh.
Yep.
So you're standing on a long kind of bridge, arcing bridge that leads to a tower. And it's a tall white marble tower. it looks ancient and medieval, but you also know that something this old could never have been made by human hands
Okay.
at that time. And there is a single small wooden door at the end of this bridge.
Just a door at the end of the bridge leading into the stuff?
Into the tower.
Okay.
Behind you is space. Literal space. Stars.
Literal space. Okay.
Like you're standing in the black void of space. Stars kind of twinkle off in the distance.
Okay.
There's no planets around you. There's nothing. You can breathe, but all there is you, this bridge, and the tower.
I'm gonna walk up to the door and... Okay. I'm gonna open the door.
So you reach over to grasp the iron handle of this door, and you pull, and it kind of opens a bit and pulls itself shut.
I'm gonna push it.
You push it, well, it doesn't push that way.
Oh, okay.
So like, you notice that like it's almost like it's resisting you opening it, and you grab it by two hands, you put your foot against the door, and you just yank it open, and it's almost as if there's a person on the other hand trying to hold it closed. And you hear an elderly man just kind of sigh disappointedly, and the last thing you hear is, "You probably shouldn't have done that." As the door like flings open, and you find yourself this time you wake up again, in a hospital.
Okay.
Handcuffed to a bed.
Okay.
So, what you guys saw was you saw Ben's eyes go completely white, and he pulled his gun and shot the homeless dude.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then basically, you guys were like, "Ben, what the fuck?" And then saw him like essentially like ragdoll levitating in the air for a minute. As like levitating in the air for enough time that the cop car is like rounded the corner just as he stopped and fell and hit the ground. And the cops came up and there was a lot of screaming, and Eric, you were trying to show them your badge so they didn't shoot you.
Yeah.
And just there's
Turned into
a lot of just like, so there was this guy and he came at us, and hi guys, we're fine, everything's fine here, how are you? Jamie, you're just kind of sitting on the sidewalk just bleeding profusely.
Yeah, I mean, I would just
Proud.
cooperate with police officers. This homeless man attacks me.
This homeless dude just bit me.
It must have been bath
this
salts.
is Florida. He was clearly on PCP, okay, or bad salts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Bath
Florida
salts.
man. Florida man.
Yep, Florida
Yeah,
man.
Well,
go-
this
you-
is Florida. He doesn't have to be on anything to do something crazy.
That's true.
So,
Doesn't have
it
to be
just
on
has
drugs.
to be a Floridian.
Florida man is the worst superhero.
that's the
If any of
worst.
you are from Florida that's watching this,
I don't
I'm
apologize.
not sorry.
Not
The hero
sorry.
that no one needs and no one deserves.
If I can Google Florida man and get a bunch of news articles, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I would like to thank the lawmakers who passed the Freedom of Information Act in Florida that gave us all of these amazing articles. You deserve a statue. Anyways, so yeah, Sam and Ben, you get to ride the wee woo wagons all the way to the hospital. Eric gets to take a backseat ride to the cop shop
Yeah.
because
Wouldn't be the first time.
they know you.
Yeah.
You do not-
GD.
You do not exactly have a stellar reputation.
No.
JD, you make it back to the hideout, and you're trying to call everyone, trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, I would like to go back to the trailer park to see if Mr. Werewolf is there, or if he skedaddled because we found him.
Oh, you go back there, and he skedaddled. Like,
Okay.
you actually go there, and the fire department is there
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
because his trailer is just complete ashes right now.
Oh.
And they're like, looks like arson. Like, you hear the fire department like talking about arson and stuff, and you're just like, son of a bitch, he's gone. He is long gone.
Well, you're welcome for doing your job. Cool. Yeah, then they would go back to their abandoned garage and just lay low and try to reach. I don't even know if, like, I think honestly, they knew the police were coming. They heard the one singular extra gunshot.
Yeah.
Really and truly, I think they would turn their cell phone off so that they couldn't be tracked and just lay low.
Okay.
Like, I have a feeling, due to their past history with maybe being a drug dealer or knowing how living on the street, they know how to lay low.
You probably go to like 7-Eleven or whatever and buy a burn phone.
Yeah, probably.
And use that to try and contact somebody.
And actually, I think they, in order to get the numbers, they pop the SIM card out of their like good phone, because then it's basically just a tablet.
Yeah. All right. Is there anyone you want to call?
Shit.
Yeah.
I was
who's
gonna
left?
say, well, Network Zero.
All
But
right.
I think they're going to try to make contact with them.
Okay.
Which might be difficult given everything I just said, but they're still going to do those things. But maybe not, because they know everything about us anyway. Probably know exactly what happened, what was about to happen without us even knowing it.
So how are you going to try and contact them?
Oh yeah, I don't have a number, do I?
You do, but it only works with your other phone. Because it's
you can
like
still look at the number itself and
yeah,
send
it's
it
like
to that
0
number.
or unlisted or because I don't want to contact any of them because I don't know who shot the gun. I don't know if it's one of us. I'm just thinking out loud through JD's thought process. I think after like freaking out for a minute, because she doesn't have Guy in the Everglades, she doesn't have the Union number. Do we have a number for the Chiron group?
No, because you contacted those through intermediary with Network Zero.
Okay, that's so really Network Zero is the only contact that isn't one of us.
I mean, other than Jolene.
Jolene doesn't need to be dragged into this any more than she's already been dragged into
That's
this.
fair.
I love the lady. She's given me a chance. Like I love her like a grandma, not like. Never mind.
She's only like in her 40s. She's not that old. She just looks like it because she's been chain smoking since she was 8.
Technically, that almost makes her old enough to be my grandma. If she had my mother as a teenager,
That
and
is
then
true.
my mother had me as a teenager.
That is
That
true.
like almost is old enough. Just saying. So I think I quick pop the SIM into my phone and try to reach out to Network Zero and basically just tell them everything that happened.
All right. So you don't have to wait long before you get a response being like, it's just basically just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, They don't know anything about this. This is like brand new for them.
You mean you aren't always following me?
It's like they knew that you went into the apartment and that you're investigating something to do with werewolves, but this whole ghost that didn't really act like normal ghosts did. And then it's like they picked up on the police scanner about some people getting arrested and going to the hospital at that building.
Wasn't
So
me.
there's 2 arrested and 1 transferred to the hospital. Well, 2 arrested, 1 put under protective custody in the hospital, and then 1, just in the hospital, admitted to the hospital.
Well, I mean, Ben and Sam were not in good shape afterwards. I heard a gunshot, but I didn't go back to see who shot.
And there was also 1 person transported to the morgue.
Cool.
Yeah. So all you
Okay.
have is
Somebody's dead.
one
2
Hispanic
people are...
one Hispanic male arrested, 1 Caucasian male admitted to the hospital, 1 Caucasian male admitted to the hospital under protective custody, 1 Caucasian male deceased.
So many feelings.
I think that Walter's technically Hispanic too, right?
Yeah, but I'm not a stickler.
Uh,
I'm looking for my notes.
you can be Latino and white. Just saying.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna say you could still be.
His mom is Cuban.
Mhm.
Oh well, then never mind.
His dad is a cracker.
Stop. Anyway.
so you're playing Marco Rubio?
Stop.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Stop.
It's gonna start.
Anyway,
That's an athlete. I don't know because I don't.
I
Sports.
think
Terms
I
of
think-
service.
I think JD has figured
I
out
was
who they're going to.
discussing someone's parents' race. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I think JD has figured out who they're going to contact.
Oh yes.
Eric,
Here,
which it seems very out of character for them,
Yeah.
but
I don't.
Eric would have the access to the most information about what the hell happened because
Well,
Eric
yeah.
is a cop,
Mhm.
a dirty cop, but a cop.
Hey man.
Yeah, so you call Eric, and surprisingly enough, he answers.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So I heard through the grapevine. I'm calling on my burner phone, by the way. I heard through the grapevine that someone's dead, and there might have been some arrests, and I'm assuming Sam and Ben are in the hospital.
I'm looking around. I'm sure I'm still at the police station. I don't have any money for magazines right now. But I'm sure maybe later. Sure. How did you get this number? I'm not interested in a Reader's Digest subscription.
But sir, I need to sell these subscriptions for school so that I can go on my school trip.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I get a Reader's Digest. No, not right now.
Thanks for your help,
Sure, you
Eric.
take care. Everything's fine.
I'm not
This
stupid.
is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
I'm not stupid. There was a singular gunshot.
And I'm looking around at the cops walking back and forth. I don't know what. No, you're breaking in and out. I can't even hear you anymore. What, are you going into a tunnel or something?
Fine. Talk to you later.
Bye. Say hi to mom. All right.
Okay.
That was productive.
You made that more difficult than it had to be, but okay. Cool. I'm still gonna lay low. I take the SIM card out of my phone again.
All right, so let's go. James. Uh,
Yeah, take care of him while I buy you.
yeah, Sam, you are all stitched up and bandaged up, and you probably had to have a skin graft for the bite
Jesus.
on your shoulder. He took a huge chunk out of you. On the plus side, they gave you the good drugs, so you're not feeling terrible, but
That's good.
you're very itchy.
Oh no. Okay. I got the dry skin.
Yeah, and even though they put you on like what is it? Not lidocaine. Essentially like Benadryl. Like you're on
Yeah.
serious histamines and stuff, and you also get the full round of antiviral, anti-everything cocktail because
A homeless person bit me.
homeless person
Yeah.
bit me. They're like, all right, so you get our special Floridan cocktail.
Please come back every 3 weeks for the rest of your life and get tested.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would probably call my ex-wife and talk to my kids
Jeez.
and just like be like really thankful that I'm not dead, and also in the back of my mind to be like, why am I so itchy, and be like, I know this is bad, but I'm just gonna ignore it as long as possible.
Yeah. If I pretend it's not there, it's not there.
Probably go see like an exorcist eventually. I need an old priest or a young priest or both or somewhere in between. What's your discount?
Hello, Vatican. I need an old priest and a young priest.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely be contacting my loved ones and being kind of like, I'm still in shock that I woke up in a hospital, or I don't know if, I guess I didn't wake up in the hospital, but I'd be still in shock after, the near death experience. I think that's the closest Sam has come to being killed
Yeah,
this entire game.
that was pretty close. All right. I actually didn't have much more planned for that because I thought the combat might take longer. And I'm kind of starting to wrap up your guys' stories here.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
we might just have this finale be a little quicker ending, a little later ending.
All right.
I actually have to go to a charity event tonight, so
Ooh.
there's that.
Cool.
But so that's where we're pretty much where we're going to end the finale out here. I'm just going to start with a few more conclusions to some storylines and start the next storylines. So
It ends on a
Ben.
cliffhanger.
yeah. So Ben, that ringing headache you have
Mm-hmm.
is gone completely, like just shut off.
Oh, okay.
But on the downside, now you just keep hearing whispering voices.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not good.
So, and your ectrocrine, you're not using your ectrocrine gland,
Mm-hmm.
but you keep seeing ghostly figures like walk past your door.
Yeah.
And you keep hearing just like a cacophony of whispering voices.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, it's essentially like a dozen people talking to you at once in a whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really make out what they're saying other than words.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of miss the ringing.
Yeah.
JD, you are just kind of pacing back and forth and trying to figure out what Network Zero, what's going on. Trying to track down where this werewolf went to. But you are coming up empty, and you've been able to piece together that Eric is currently looking at some serious disciplinary hearings.
I got money.
Yeah, man, I'm fine. Sam got hurt pretty badly, and you can figure out he was attacked by someone, and he has to get stitched up in the hospital. So he was listed as serious but stable. You found out that Ben is currently still under police protective custody in the hospital because he's under investigation for the shooting. And also, a lot of you were cited for investigation into vandalism. You still haven't figured out that story yet.
Okay.
So do I know if I could help Eric or Ben by going to the police station as a witness?
You probably could, but you would have to figure out what your guys' story is for why that apartment got trashed and why Eric shot twice in there, or 3 times.
Three times.
Yeah.
Just let Eric burn, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to explain why you discharged your firearm 3 times in an apartment building.
I would like to
Find the
point out
bullets.
Yes.
that when I woke up and I was in cuffs, I'm assuming there were police officers there.
Yeah, they're
At
outside
least-
the room.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they came to me when I woke up, like after the doctors made sure I was okay and stuff like that. I said one word to them.
What?
Where are the Nordics?
Lawyer.
Where?
Oh.
Wait, I wake up, I look at the cuffs, look at the doctor, look at the cops. Lawyer.
There you go. There you
As lots of things are whispering in my brain. But I'm
That's a good
composed.
play.
I'm composed enough to know my rights as an American. Thank you.
go. Yeah.
I want a lawyer dog. Unfortunately, we don't have any dog lawyers,
Yeah.
so you don't get one.
And I do have some resources for a pretty decent one. So
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is a short session today. I don't really have much more than that planned for you.
I didn't
It's all right. We survived.
I just wanted to wrap it up and
Mhm.
kind of hopefully set up a second season if we do it.
honestly and truly, I didn't expect to make it through.
I
But as soon as
didn't.
Ben was like, salt, I'm like, okay, let's do this. Gonna salt my claws, it's fine.
I was like, I don't want to kill you guys, but at the same time, you don't have to survive this session. So
yeah,
You
no,
got close.
I was worried for both Jamie and myself. Just like, cool. Like I am resigned to death here. Like I'm down. Like and we're gonna bring in Jolene. It's fine. Like, okay, honey, I got this.
all right, sweetie.
All right, sweetie. Oh shit, I would not have. Okay, well, I mean, if does anyone have any in character stuff that like they're looking into before we wrap up our episode? Like, is there something that they wanna?
I think we have to have a season 2 because we're on a cliffhanger.
It's
Yeah,
true. I
cliff
think
right
so.
now.
I think so. And we will talk about that. It could be some time before we have season 2 because we do have our lovely storyteller going back into student life again. So
Awesome, man. Hey.
In life, what up?
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, but anyway, if that's the case, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you everybody for coming and showing up. Thank you for the follows. We got a couple today. Thank you for the donation from German. So some things that are happening. We have a lot going on this week on the channel. Tomorrow morning it's Revenge of the Gith. Thursday we have Ashenfell. Saturday Curse of Strahd, and Sunday Dragonstone. So it's a very full week of Dungeons and Dragons, and for the rest of the week, I'm going to be so tired come next Monday. In between all of that, I still have other sessions. But that's what we got going on this week. So be sure to tune in to the channel to catch some of those more tabletop action. Without further ado, we're gonna go around the table. Everybody tell us where we can find you on the internet and how much fun you had, didn't have, all that other good stuff. And we will start backwards with Brooke.
Name is Theater Nerd.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm on the internet as both. You can just find me on all the social media at Theater Nerd 221, which is why I make it a point of saying that, because if you're talking to a person with that username, likely it is me. I am starting up another Call of Cthulhu game over on Uncanny Adventures. We have our session 0 next Monday, and then it's every other Monday after that. So the premiere will be in beginning of December. I'm actually very excited to get back to Call of Cthulhu, and I don't know that I could play Call of Cthulhu with anyone other than Jeanette over at Uncanny Adventures. Other than that, hopefully come the new year, I'm going to build a computer and start streaming again. Because this poor little laptop, you've been good to me and I'm not nice to you. But other than that, in the meantime, I'm on Val's Discord and, like I said, on all the social medias by the same username that I think is on the overlay. I can't remember anymore. But I had a lot of fun. I think JD grew as a person over the course of this and realized that not everyone's out to get them, and you can trust people to have your back. Or rather, they realized they cared about more than their girlfriend and their brother. Anyway, I am excited if we do a season 2. Otherwise, I feel like we had a good run while we had it. And thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
I think I rambled enough now. I babbled enough. Living up to my name. Anyway, continue.
Jamie.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun playing this with you guys over the past, I don't know how long it's been, a few months or more. Think that Sam, if we did do a season 2, I would probably try to get a little more creative with my character concept, just because Sam's pretty one-dimensional. Maybe I would just try and think about how to expand his personality a little bit, just because he's more of a background guy. But it's, I just didn't want to. I don't know. I just didn't know the system, so I was kind of trying something out. But I had a lot of fun, and I think that this system itself. Well, Nick might have a lot to do with it, but it probably has more to do with it than the system itself. But it was a lot of fun getting to play with something besides 5e, because I've played so much 5e the past couple of years that this was just a nice change of pace, and I love the themes and stuff that you incorporated too. So you can find me on the Discord, hanging out and making some homebrew stuff for 5e, and I'll see y'all on Dragonstone.
Cool. Jim.
Hey, I'm Jim Pyre. I'm on all the social thingamabobs that I don't know how to do. I'm on YouTube, where mostly I talk about ghosts and such, or here where I fumble around and don't know how to play any games, or I'm playing how to deliver packages badly, or
Are you playing Death Stranding?
I am.
Okay.
I'm great at delivering packages.
Amazon streaming.
Stellar. Yeah, I'm great at Amazon streaming. But yeah, I had a blast. Thanks for having me. I hope we do a season 2. I had tons of fun, and I hope Nick has a fantastic time at school and blows it away. So awesome, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, and I'll see you guys around.
Cool. And of course, last but not least, our storyteller, Slowpool.
Hey, so I had so much fun with this game. I really would like to do season 2 as well. Hopefully, once I'm done my schooling, it's not that long. It's basically got 5 months of this, and then I'm done. And then finding a job, and then from there, you can catch me here on Val's channel. I'll still be doing the occasional D&D game for now. That will end once I'm done. Once I go into schooling, I'm going to be stopping cold turkey for a while, which will be rough. But in the meantime, you'll catch me Dragonstone. Play a couple other games. Very rarely, I'll steal Val's channel to stream myself. But yeah, I really, really will be putting work into a season 2, most likely, where crazy things will happen and things are going to get way more rough if that does happen. But that's me.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and showing up. It was a great time, and we'll see you tomorrow for Revenge of the Gift. Let's go say hello to Blood on the Thames, which is a Vampire the Masquerade stream. So everybody wave, bye.
Bye.